level, and
yeah, but that doesn't mean you can't communicate.
yeah, you
or you can't speak, right?
But
sure, okay. Just argue your point. But the opposite also holds true. What's the opposite? Year after year after year of rules, but you can't do anything with the language. Okay? And towards the end of my presentation, I'm going to explain that in a little bit more detail. All right? All right, now grammar translation, the goals of grammar translation and the goals of communicative language teaching are not equal. We know this already. All right? Grammar translation was never meant as a communicative tool. But even the Ministry of Education has said that the goal has become communication. And it is discouraging grammar translation. Well, half-heartedly discouraging grammar translation. All right. I'm going to argue that much of Japan is still up here. Okay. People who are trained outside of Japan and people who are, allied with the some type of communicative language approach are working down here. This side aims for some type of perfection, which in language teaching is very damaging. What's it mean to be perfect? Native speakers aren't perfect. That's why native speakers are down here. We're not perfect. We're imperfect creatures. We make mistakes all the time. All right? When I send my work off to publishers, it comes back with red marks all over it. All right? I've probably made a dozen mistakes just in the first 20 minutes of my presentation already. All right? I like to violate the rules. But then again, I'm not so concerned about the rules. I'm concerned about the communication, getting the meaning across. Okay? This side aims at some level of perfection. By its very nature, it aims for perfection. Okay? You have to do this. Why? Because it's right. Well, right to who? Right to a language academy, right to a language police, right to someone else. The native speakers down here are less concerned about that aspect of it. They're more concerned about getting the meaning across. All right? In other words, did I get that person to understand what it was I was trying to say? And did I understand them correctly? Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I would argue, because there are different types of work which requires communicative skills, and also there are types of work which require like your understanding of text, clear understanding, very accurate.
All right.
And so if you don't know the grammar, if you don't know all the certain words, so you will not be able to work in such fields.
I'm certainly not arguing against some level of grammar teaching. Okay? Please don't misunderstand that. But let me ask you this. For every 10,000 students or 100,000 students studying English, how many of them are going to become translators or interpreters? Honestly, how many of them will become translators or interpreters? 1 in 10,000? 1 in 100,000? I've been teaching for a long time. I've had one, Masa, become an interpreter, a translator. Okay? Should we be teaching to that one, or should we be teaching to the majority? You can ask the questions, why do people continue doing grammar translation? There are lots of obvious answers to it. It's easy. It's less face-threatening for the teachers who themselves may not be very good at communicating in English. All right? We know these reasons already. All right? people, especially here in Japan, most people are not even aware of these terms. Okay? I've dealt with a lot of faculty members who simply are not aware of the terms. They don't know what grammaticality and acceptability are. They don't know what prescriptivism and descriptivism are as terms. Okay? But you've got a significant portion of educators here in Japan teaching at this level. You've got a significant portion of outside professors who come in and teach at this level. Okay? The Ministry of Education has said that people should be teaching down here. The teachers themselves continue to teach up here. Why is that?
Because they're used to the methods.
Okay.